after he had said these things, he was going on ahead, going up to Jerusalem. When he approached Bethphage and Bethany near the mount that is called Olivet, he sent two of the disciples, saying, "Go into the village ahead of you. There, as you enter, you will find a colt tied, on which no one yet has ever sat. Untie it and bring it here. If anyone asks you why you are untying it, you shall say, 'The Lord has need of it.'" So those who were sent went away and found it just as he had told him. As they were untying the colt, its owners said to them, "Why are you untying the colt?" They said, "The Lord has need of it." They brought it to Jesus, and they threw their coats on the colt and put Jesus on it. As he was going, they were spreading their coats on the road. As soon as he was approaching near the descent of the Mount of Olives, the whole crowd of the disciples began to praise God joyfully with their loud voice for all the miracles which they had seen, shouting, "Blessed is the King who comes in the name of the Lord, peace in heaven and glory in the highest." Some of the Pharisees in the crowd said to him, "Teacher, rebuke your disciples." But Jesus answered, "I tell you, if these become silent, the stones will cry out." When he approached Jerusalem, he saw the city and wept over it, saying, "If you had known in this day, even you, the things which make for peace, but now they have been hidden from your eyes. For the days will come upon you when your enemies will throw up a barricade against you and surround you and hem you in on every side. And they will level you to the ground and your children within you. And they will not leave in you one stone upon another, because you did not recognize the time of your visitation." Jesus entered the temple and began to drive out those who were selling, saying to them, "It is written, 'And my house shall be a house of prayer,' but you have made it a robber's den." And he was teaching daily in the temple, but the chief priests and the scribes and the leading men among the people were trying to destroy him. And they could not find anything that they might do, for all the people were hanging on to every word he said. This is the word of God, and it's for the people of God. Praise be to God. Thanks be to God. I want to take you back to 1982. And in 1982, I was a very, very tender, sweet 10-year-old boy. And I woke up as Christmas was coming, and I woke up one morning and I said, "I want a race car track, because I'm going to be a race car driver. And I just really want a race car track, because this is going to be the start. If I can just get this race car track, it would be the start of my racing career." And I convinced myself that I'm getting this race car track. I couldn't wait to get this race car track. I would beg and beg and beg, "Hey, for Christmas, I want a race car track." And all my parents kept saying was, "Well, you'll just have to wait for Christmas." But as Christmas got closer and closer, I just couldn't stand it anymore. One of the things that was in our family is that the tree remained presentless up until Christmas Day. And when we wake up Christmas Day, come down, and there would be a ton of Christmas presents. So it became a challenge for my brother and I to go find the presents. And I went into the attic, the basement, I'm digging holes out back looking to see if they bought me this race car track. Now, the day came where I was going to start my career. It was Christmas Day. Now, Now the anticipation I felt was the same feeling the people of Jerusalem felt at the arrival of their Savior, the King. Jesus was going to rescue them and save them in victorious battle over their oppressor, which was Rome. They were so excited they started shouting, "Blessed is the King who comes in the name of the Lord, peace in heaven and glory in the highest," and throwing palms and garments on the ground for his colt to walk on. I'm going to drop some knowledge on you right now. Did you know that Jesus' procession into Jerusalem was not the only procession coming in to Jerusalem? In the year 30 AD, Roman historians record that the governor of Judea, known as Pontius Pilate, led a procession of Roman cavalry and centurions into the city of Jerusalem. Now I want you to picture this scene. On one end of Jerusalem, you have Jesus coming in on the east side. On the west side, Pontius Pilate and his army was coming into Jerusalem as well. Pontius is leading Roman soldiers on horseback. Picture the scene if you can. And on foot. Each soldier was clad in leather armor, polished in high gloss. On each centurion's head, hammered helmets gleamed in the bright sunlight. At their sides, sheathed in their scabbards, were swords crafted from the hardest steel. And in their hands, each centurion carried a spear. But of course, if they were archers, they were carrying a bow with arrows across their back. That's that's a scene that I don't think I would want to see if I didn't have that. Now, as a person in Jerusalem, I'm thinking I've got to go fight these people, but I have a king. Now, was Jesus there to lead them into battle against the Romans? No. I think I saw a couple of people do this, so that was good. Okay. No. That's the short answer. The short answer is no. But there's always a longer answer. And the longer answer is yes. He was there to lead them in a victorious battle. But was the battle against the Romans? No. Good job. I think I don't know. You should have looked up. But the battle was against sin. And this is another classic example of recognizing God's will for you and not your own will. The people wanted Jesus to defeat the Romans. Jesus wasn't there to defeat the Romans. Jesus was there to defeat sin. Can you imagine the disappointment that they felt when they realized that he wasn't there to fight them? So I ask this question. Have you ever felt disappointment in your life? And if you felt it in something that you just didn't know what to do with yourself, you're so disappointed you just don't know what to do with yourself. You were hurt. You're angry. Maybe even angry at God. You shouted at God. You questioned God. Why did you do this? You may become unsure of your future. How can I go forward? How can I move on? You may even question your faith. But trust in this. When Jesus mounted the donkey, it was not just any donkey, but specifically a purebred colt, as promised in the book of Zechariah. And Zechariah chapter 9, verse 9 says this: "Rejoice greatly, O daughter of Zion. Shout in triumph, O daughter of Jerusalem. Behold, your king is coming to you. He is just and endowed with salvation, humble and mounted on a donkey, even on a colt, the foal of a donkey." He was presenting himself as Israel's promised king. By his actions he was saying, "Behold, thy king cometh unto thee." If you notice, I just threw in some King James version there. So, there you are. You hear of a king coming to rescue you. You see him riding on a purebred colt that signifies that he is the king. He's the king. You know in your heart he will lead your army into victorious battle against the Romans who are walking into the city right now. They're coming. They're strong, stronger than I am. They have weapons that are better than mine, better than yours. But we have the king on the colt. He's going to save us. When you look back on your life, and I'm sure that many of you have, if not all of you, because I look back on my life all the time. Is your life where you are now the way that you foresaw it 20, 30 years ago? Do you see any hard left turns or hard right turns? Are there moments where your life took a sharp turn from your projected path? When I see the sharp turns in my life, and I've had sharp turns, I know it was God stepping in and saying to me, no, you're not going that way. I want you to go this way. I am preparing you for greatness. God is preparing you for greatness. And when you look back and you say, man, I was going to go be a race car driver, but now I'm a preacher. That's not even in the same ballpark. So, as you can see, I'm not a race car driver. As I opened my last present, assured that my race car track was in that last box, I opened it, and what I pulled out was not a race car track. It was my grandfather's pocket knife. Here's the kicker, though. I look over to my brother, and I see him unwrapping his last present. Guess what his last present was? My race car track. God did not want me to be a race car driver. So, God doesn't want you to do whatever you plan He's doing. He has a plan for you. Let's bow our heads. Heavenly Father, we are submissive. We are submitting to your will and not our own. And that is a very difficult task and sometimes very, very